Hey guys, welcome to this video in which we are going to solve problems of code forces around 786, and this is the first problem, which is a number transformation, and you will not get TLE very soon because there is 2 seconds. So the statement is saying that you are given two integers x and y, and you want to choose two strictly positive greater than 0 integers a and b, and then apply the following operation to x exactly a times. Replace, this is the operation, replace x with b into x. Sorry, we need to replace x with b into x, which means x equal to b into x. So you want to find two positive integers a and b such that x become equals to y after this process, and if there are multiple possible pairs, you can choose any of them. If there is no such pair, report it. So this is the example mentioned here. So the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 75. You may choose a equal to 2 and b equal to 5, so that x become equals to 3 into b into p, which means we are multiplying b 2 times into x, so this becomes 75. And again both are same, so we multiply 1 3 times, or we can also multiply 1 only 1 times or 100 times, what you want. Again, in third example, we have x equal to 42 and y equals to 13. So in this case there is no such value of b and a for which x into a times b equals to y. So let's see the input format, which is t, and the range of t is from 1 to 10 to the power 4, and range of x and y are 1 to 100. And let's read carefully the output format. If it is possible to choose a pair of positive integers a and b so that x becomes y after the aforementioned process, print these two integers. The integer you should print not be less than 1 and not be greater than 10 to the power 9. And it can be shown that if the answer already exists, there is pair of integers a and b meeting these constraints. If there are multiple such pairs, print any of them, and otherwise if it is impossible to find such pair a and b, we will print two zeros. And this is the input format. Let's copy it. Yes, this is our input format. Let's keep inside. So number of test case, this is t, and these are x and y. So first we will check three conditions. If y modulo x is not equals to 0, which means that y is not divisible by x. So in this situation we'll print 0 and 0. Second, if y is equals to x, then we'll print 1 and 1. You can choose value of a from 1, anything, 2 3 4 5, anything. And otherwise, the third case, this is the first one, this is second one, and this is the third one. We need to find, let's say this is belongs to this and this belongs to, sorry, this belongs to this and this belongs to this, and the final one, first one, is this case. So we need to find first the quotient of y and x. So we are denoting quotient with q. This is q, don't confuse with, which is y by x. So this comes to be here in this case 25. Again we need to find check from 2 to this quotient by 2, if there is any number, let's denote number n to the power what is equals to q. In this case n is 5 and question mark, basically this you can denote power p o w power is 2 in this case, which means 5 to the power 2 equals to 25. So we need to find out a value and how many times value is q. To do this you can basically run two loops. From first loop from n to q by 2, and second loop you can take a value. I am denoting second loop from the here. You can generate a value equal to 1 while value less than q. Yeah, you can multiply value multiplied by, sorry, confusing. Yeah, you can use that. Value equal to value into, let's say, n. Yeah, and now check if value is equals to q, and yeah you can also count power. Let's create a variable power and initialize with it 1, and you can also increment power every time you multiplied value with n. And if value is q, our a becomes power, this is not p, this is power. Yeah, our a will become power and b will become exactly n. So this is second loop and this is the first loop. You don't need to do this. This is basically for understanding purpose. This is for understanding purpose. You can run two loops, and the case can also be if there is no such value for which n to the power is equals to q. Maybe so. If value equals to q, you can change the value and output a and b. The work is over here, and might be no such possible values are present, then yeah, no such values are present and this loop is over, this loop is over. Then after returning from this loop, you can finally print. Let's see here. Yeah, we have quotient. Here we have quotient 25. You can also multiply x with, x is here 3 into quotient is y. So 1 times quotient is also y. So 1 times quotient is also y. So here is x, and 1 times quotient is also y. Then at last you can print a equals to 1 and b equals to q. At last, if no such number you find that whose power is equals to quotient, you will print this last case. And for this case, let's take an example of x equals to 2, y equals to let's say 58. For that you will find value of q is 29 and you need to find n to the power what equals to 29, and you will find that from it you are going to iterate from 2 to 29 by 2, which is 14. There is no such values for n which power something is equals to 29. Then in this case you will print a equals to 1 and b equals to q, which is 29, and this is our answer. You can also check this one more time. This is the explanation. If you like this video, please hit the like button and you can share this also and subscribe to my channel. Now let's meet in another video. So thank you for watching.